Another day on the farm. It looks nice, aesthetically pleasing, got things in their own little place. I'm liking it so far. Hey guys, welcome back. John Megacycle here, another host, or another episode. I am the host of another episode on the Motley Craft server. Last time I left, I was working on this fine piece of real estate, my farm. Not a whole lot of technology value, not a lot of machinery here, even though we are playing Feed the Beast. I wanted to keep this area, my first base, very simple. I believe last time I left you guys, this structure here was complete. Not much has changed in the actual facility. I've got some IC2, got a little bit of Tinker's Construct, a little bit of Dartcraft. I think that's what that's called, with the Force Armor and the like. Then some barrels, very simple furnace system here. A couple of books to take me to Sanctuary and the like. Enchanting room, brew station. Not much has really changed out here. A lot of the changes and a lot of the work I've been doing for this base have been mostly the outside. So let's see here. I've got my portal, which I believe was demonstrated already, but I have a linking book that links to my base, and that's where I have it. I wanted to make it look like a bit of an altar-ish. So we got the... I keep forgetting what this stuff is called. Nitor. Spectral was kind enough to give me some of this Nitor, and it looks great. Otherwise, I had this thing littered with torches, and it looked like crap. Move the ender portal. Here I've got just some barrels of the berries, the actual bushes themselves. So I wanted to kind of keep that there. Maintain the farm idea. Let's see, I've constructed a well, very simple. And then of course we've got the animals broken up into 4 areas based on type. So we have our chicken types, including the penguins, piggy type, sheep type, and cow type. So very simple there. Some simple farming things here, crops and such. Real straightforward, not a whole lot of thrills there. Then what I did is I built 3 more of these to make a bit of a grid pattern here. So let's just take these one at a time. This is the desert-ish quadrant. I've got both kinds of cactuses, the saguaro cactus, I believe that's saguaro cactus, and of course the regular cactus over here. And then this is littered with rubber trees. Ow! This is littered with rubber trees that are ready to produce. Real simple stuff. But that way you can keep this if ever I wanted a bunch of rubber, just come here and pull it out. No big deal. This quadrant I've left for bees. I don't know anything about bees. I don't know how to use them, but I've been collecting them and storing them here, and that's what this area is going to be dedicated to. Then over here, we've got more of the agricultural center. Carrots, potatoes, cotton, pumpkins, cocoa beans, and then cocoa beans, and then watermelon. So if you take a look at this up a little higher, it looks pretty formalized. What's the word I'm thinking of here? Symmetrical. That's it. Looks clean, looks nice. I like it. So these are how I'm going to keep this farm the way it is. Pretty straightforward. And then back here, oh yeah, a fishery. This thing, a fisher, whoever thought this up was ingenious. It automatically fishes for you. That's all that needs to be said, really. That's awesome. I never really cared for the fishing mechanic, so that's a godsend. What am I at here? 438? Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Let's see. Things that aren't so obvious. I've also collected a fair share of these soul shards. I've got level 5 blaze, mushroom, cave spider, skeleton, zombie, and then a chicken when I was working on. So, got some serious work done there. That's going to all go into the new base. So I'm really going to... Let's just get that right out of there. That's a little incriminating. Anyway, this has been the farm I wanted to maintain. I know a lot of the other players have done much larger bases, but I'm trying to keep this almost castle style. Like, this is a bit of land that was sold and someone built it like a fief. And then, yeah, this comes out here. I was trying to make a bit of a fishing area. I didn't get very far. But yeah, this is all nicely cleaned up. And then what also really helps are these things, these magnum torches. Let's go ahead and break this so we can get a read on it. Magnum torch. What it does is it prevents any mobs from spawning within 64 blocks, I believe. which is great because I don't have a million torches everywhere. What I'll do is I'll be cutting these all down and cleaning this all up. Because the one thing that drives me absolutely nuts is having to keep everything lit, which is fine. I did some math on this to try to maximize the amount of space I can have. So I think this goes to 8 even in some places, but that's still fun. No, 10s and 11s, so that's good. I wanted to space this out as much as possible so that way it wasn't just tons of street lamps or something. So this is the lower tech area I wanted to maintain, and there's not much more to show here, really. It's just been a lot of aesthetics, a lot of measuring, a lot of cleanup. From the town square, or the center of town here, we've got a few directions. We've got the fishery, we've got a dead end, we've got the farm, and we've got a path to a new area I'm working on. So, let's do this text roleplay style, shall we? You come to a path. To the north is fishing. To the right's a dead end. Or to the east is a dead end. To the south is where you came. And to the west is a path. Let's take the path. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I put a sign here. Welcome to Megacycle Farms. Pretty straightforward. I haven't thought of anything witty yet. This was all this height. About 2, 3, or 4 height. And I just dozed the whole thing with my excavator. It's been awesome. So what you'll see right here coming up to view, this is why I cut this the way I did. Freaking chicken head, get out of here. I got a redwood right there and you can see it. It's perfect, it's almost perfectly matched on the path. It's not 100% symmetrical, but that's okay. I kind of like that it's a little off. It looks more natural. So what I've done is I built some small features coming through. A little bit of a lake here, try to make it like this has been a worn path. That people have been here before. So to the farm to here, it's just cobble, one wide. Then it splits into 3. And then as we're getting closer and closer, get these eggs out of here, jerk. As it comes up closer and closer, it gets more refined. So now it's smooth stone. So as we get closer, I wanted to see like, not poor, but like that was the path one man or one woman or, 1 or 2 people worked on a long time to get that one level, and then more people spent more time as you were getting closer to the city. So that's how this is going to look. I also tried to keep it a little bit, natural, so it doesn't look all completely refined. So left some paths here. This is a not a dungeon, but an opening to a cavern I found, so I opened that up. I also have another magnum torch here. I have 2 of them, just to keep it symmetrical, I suppose. But that ensures that the path is clean all the time. It's nice. Chicken. So as we're going through, real simple. Trying to keep it elegant looking. Don't want it to be too crowded, but I also want it to look, like this has been here a while. So I don't want a million pieces of polished wood and lumber and everything to look perfect. I want it to look like it's a little ancient. So I even left some of the ores here. I didn't finish the floor yet. Come on, Chunk. No? No? Not gonna play nice? Ah, stupid Chunk. Come on now. Thank you. So continuing, I kept it really simple, really elegant, or not elegant, but let's just work with simple. So here is the redwood tree, and it only came up to about maybe 1 square more in. So I brought it out and I built the whole thing into the room. So it looks like this has been here, and we just cut a little bit of the tree, or we left it, and this is how this all looks. So I tried to put it into the floor. I think it looks good. I even did a bunch in the ceiling, if you can see that. Yeah, there you go. That's a little better. So I tried to make it look like it's been here the whole time. We just built around it. So then with this whole idea, I got another 3 paths. One goes, I don't know where. Another one, I don't know where. I just got this all hammered out. And then down here, it's going to be stairs. And then it's going to go down more stairs. And that's going to be where the IC2 stuff is going to go. That's where all the high-tech kind of mod packs are going to be at. So I'll pull the IC2 stuff out of the farm, and I'll get that all cleaned up. So just as a bit of an outside view, I did find a portal gun. I actually have 2 of them now. So just in retrospect, let's just back it up a little bit here. I'm sure that you can't see that at all. Hang on. Let's take a brief intermission and call it a night by making it day. Uh-oh. I do have a linking book for it. I call it Treehouse. So here's this. And here's this. Thank you, Portal. So now let's give you a better view of how this looks. So there's the path, it leads up, there's the tree, and I'm actually working on building another tree right over here. So this is going to look really nice, I think. Hang on. I'm aiming for maybe one or two more of these redwoods. And then what I might do is I might build up into it and build a house up there as well. But I want to keep this area looking really natural. I want it to blend in. I'm kind of aiming for like an elvish settlement. Wood elves, to be a little more specific. I want this to be kind of like, people came here, they needed a shelter, they built around nature instead of destroying the whole thing. Now, granted, this path really doesn't help, but I want to keep a lot of the things I want to build underground. I want to make sure that we maintain the overall feel and look of the area. So those are the things I'm aiming for. Aside from that, this has been mostly it. Let's go back to HQ. I have been doing a lot more Mistcraft. I've gotten a few good worlds. I still have my dense ore world. I found one oak world, I called it. Crystalline quartz, dense ores, and glowstone are us. So I've limited down how many of these I've got. Important point to note, even if you destroy the link to a world, like let's say I just took this book and smashed it, the world data still stays on your server. Good or bad, you can argue about that if you'd like, but what I want to do is I want to slim that down, considering I rent the server space, so it's not infinite for me. So there is a limit on how much actual hard drive space I can use on that server. So that'll be something to clean up eventually, but no big deal there. Aside from that, I know that Master Codex and Spectral have been doing a lot of work with their stuff. They've got powered armors, they got ME, MC, LMNOP units, I don't even know. There's a lot of high-tech stuff that I can't wait to get into, but I'm going to be waiting for their videos to see how they look. I'll leave the links to their channels at the bottom of the feed. I've got no problem with that. I've been actually watching that Spectral one I did with the Mistcraft one a few times, just so I can get a better idea of how that works. So yeah, aside from that, guys, I don't really have much else to report here. Actually, I did do a little work on the nether area. Not all too much. I widened out our path. What did I do? I tripled it. Because this is what, 4 wide, and then 2 3s is 6. So I over doubled it. What I'm thinking of is I want to do an entrance with a skull. I'm thinking. With lava coming out of the eyes. Then we'll still do the railway path, so it'll be the powered rail, and as you're coming in you can see the gate, and that's going to be the mouth, and we'll have some eyes or something that are bleeding lava or something. I don't know. We want to make this look hellish because the biome is hell, so we want to go with that feel. We don't want warm and fuzzy stuff. At least I don't. Oh, anywho, this was just a quick catch up with you guys. Hoping you're liking what you're seeing. If you got any feedback, if you've got any suggestions, comments, missing chunk, thank you. Any input you'd like to give me, feel free to let me know. I'm more than happy to get any ideas here, how we can make this look a little better, keep it rustic feel, that sort of a thing. And then even with the new base, I'm going to start moving all the machinery over. Got a lot of work to do there, but yeah. So, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I've got to get my butt to work, so I will catch you later.